Hello students, in this video we will discuss about the magnetic field along the axis of a circular current loop. There is a loop, circular loop. Let us suppose this is the circular loop and we need to calculate magnetic field on the axis, along the axis, on the axis. Let us suppose we have to calculate the magnetic field at that point due to this current loop. Current is flowing in the loop. Okay. Let us suppose this ring or this circular current loop is here. This is the circular loop and we need to calculate, this is the axis, and this is the point, and that point is that point. Before calculating the magnetic field at that point, we need to break that circular part into a very small dl part. This is also dl, this is also dl, means we consider that this circular loop is made up of a small dl elements. Okay, let us suppose this is the dl part, and due to this particular part, we need to calculate magnetic field at that point. We have formula dB is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. By this formula, we will calculate magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop. What we will see, just join the dl element with that point, Let us suppose this is S, and from the center this distance is r, and this is the radius. Let us suppose this is a. By the formula, dB is equals to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. In place of r, we will write S because we have taken the distance between that point and dl is S. This is the theta, where theta is the angle between dl and dl and the position vector. This is the position vector, this is the position vector, this is the point, or you can say this is the point. This is the current element. You can say that current is moving in this direction. Let us suppose, or in this direction, it may be in any direction. Current is, let us suppose, in this direction. Current is in this direction, that means we need to calculate magnetic field on the axis. Current element is in this direction, that means this is the direction of current element. Okay, and this is the r, this is r vector. If you see that the angle between dl, this is the dl, and this is r, you will see that angle between dl and r is 90 degree. Always, if you will take any element, always it will make 90 degree. That means in place of theta we can write 90 degree. That means the formula will becomes B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sine 90 upon s square. Okay, and the direction will be what? Current is in this direction and that point is here. That means at that point this is R, this is R, this is R, and at that point magnetic field will be perpendicular to the palm. Same here, magnetic current is in this direction, but magnetic field will be at that point, magnetic field will be just perpendicular means magnetic field will be in this direction. This is magnetic field. In the same way, similarly we can say that magnetic field due to this particular dl element will be perpendicular to this, this is perpendicular, this is also magnetic field dB, same. If you resolve these vectors into horizontal and vertical components, this is vertical axis and this is horizontal axis. This is, let us suppose this is phi, because that was the angle theta, that is theta, this is 90 degree, and let us suppose this angle is phi. This is phi, then this will be 90 minus phi, and this will be what? Again phi, because this is at 90 degree. If one angle is 90 minus phi, then second angle will be phi only. If you resolve this particular element, d cos phi in the direction of phi, db cos phi in this direction opposite to the phi, this will be db sin phi. Again resolve this vector, this phi, this is phi, this is also phi, this is phi, this is phi, sorry, this is phi. If you resolve, this is d sin phi, and resolve vertical direction will be db cos phi. This is downward direction, this is upward direction, same db cos phi, this vertical component will be cancelled out, and horizontal component means along the axis component will add up. Okay. Means final magnetic field will be integral of dB sin phi, How you will calculate magnetic field? This is dB sin phi. You can put the value dB phi. dB is what? Mu naught upon 4 pi. I dl sin 90 is 1. This is 1 upon s square. In place of sin phi will take perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is a upon s. If you will see that a is constant, radius of the circular loop is constant, s is same for all element, for all dl, s is always constant, s is constant, a is constant, I is constant, mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi is constant, mu naught by 4 pi a upon s cube I integration dl. Okay, the final answer is B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi IA upon IA upon S cube integration dl. Integration dl will be what? Integration dl means what? Integration of dl means summation of all small elements. If you add up all the small elements, what you will find? That will be equals to 2 pi a. This is 2 pi a, circumference of the circular loop. 4 pi, that 2 times means mu naught upon 2 I a into a square upon s cube. Mu naught upon 2 I a square upon, in place of s, this is hypotenuse, you can write s square is equals to r square plus s square, base square, perpendicular square. In place of s you can write r square plus a square to the power 1 by 2, and s cube you can write r square plus a square to the power 3 by 2. You can put the value r square plus a square to the power 3 by 2. This is the final result that you need to remember. That means a magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop, that is equals to mu naught by 2 I a square r square plus a square to the power 3 by 2. I hope you understood, but one confusion is there. What? Total magnetic field in along the axis is dB sin phi and dB sin phi. That means the total magnetic field should be 2 times dB sin phi. Correct. But we have taken only dB sin phi. Why? We have taken only dB sin phi, but there is a two element, that is dB sin phi and dB sin phi, that must be add up. Okay. If you take both, means dB sin phi and dB sin phi 2 times, that means you are taking that element and that elements, both elements, and after integrating this dl, you will have what? Means both are rotating. This is rotating in this direction and this is rotating in this direction. Means this dl will rotate half portion, means half cycle, and this will rotate half cycle. Means only that element will take half of the circumference and this will take half of the circumference. That means on integration of dl, if you have taken both dB sin phi both, that means integration of dl only will be half portion, that will not be equals to 2 pi a, that will be equals to pi a only. Okay, let us suppose we have taken 2 times integration dB sin phi. This will be 2 times, this will also be 2 times. Okay, this is what only we will take what 2 times, and this will be what only pi a. You can simply write 2 here, that will be equals to 2 pi a, and after solving you will have the same result. If you have only one dl, then you will integrate in a complete cycle. If you have both the dl, that means only you will integrate half of the cycle. In both the method is correct, you can use, but you should use only dB sin phi, because this method is given in all the books. You can use 2 dB sin phi. This is also correct method, but I will not suggest you to use that formula. Okay, this particular derivation will also have some special cases, like if you put that point in at the center, that means this r is 0. A special case 1, if r is equals to 0, put the value of r here, r equals to 0. Magnetic field will be mu naught by 2 I a square upon r. In place of r you can write 0. A square to the power 3 by 2. A square to the power 3 by 2. Power will get multiply. 2 upon 3 by 2. 2 cancel, means a cube. Simply you can write a cube. And after solving, you will have mu naught by 2 I by a. This is the formula when r is equals to 0. That means magnetic field on the center of a circular coil. That was the previous derivation. This is very simple. Second special case, when r is very greater than a. R is very greater than a. That means this a will be negligible as compared to this a. B will be equals to, magnetic field will be equals to mu naught by 2 I a square upon r square to the power 3 by 2. This is r cube. Okay. And one point is there that if the point is in this direction, as this is a origin, if this point is origin and this is what? This is the point on the positive x-axis. That means the net magnetic field will be in this direction. You can put simply I cap if this is a vector. If this is a vector, you can put I cap. Otherwise, in the magnitude, you will have this formula: B is equals to mu naught by 2 I a square upon a square plus r square to the power 3 by 2. Hope you understood this video, and thanks for watching this video.